Hello everyone and welcome back to Brooksburk Zoo. Yes, it is Monday again, so it is time to get back into the zoo. And let's see what we built in the last episode in the Garden of the Origins. We built a very heavy on rocks habitat, like an alpine habitat for the Takin. And we also prepared something that we are going to build for in today's episode. So in this kind of alpine area, I thought it would make sense if we don't just have a habitat for the Takin, and we do have so many space left in there as well. So I thought that it would make sense to have another alpine habitat for another Eurasian animal or more European animal. So the Alpine Ibex is going to move into the zoo in today's episode. But first of all, we are going to have a look at the Takin habitat, and I'm going to give you some spoilers on what is coming next after today's episode as well in a second, because I was kind of shook when I thought about everything that we built in here already. But first of it, let's have a look at the beautiful habitat for the Takin, which I'm very proud of. You can hear the wolves in the background as well, because it looks so natural, and I think I'm going to top that in today's episode for the Alpine Ibex. Yeah, but first of all, I told you guys that the Takin could use the roof in here. So I thought, because it was for... I just don't find the words. Give me a second. It was for... not mistake. It was for surprise. Yeah, it was kind of a surprise that the Takin could use the roof. So I thought we are going to make it obvious that it is meant for them to use it. So I just put some rocks on top of that, some more rocks on the background as well. And then we are going to have also some preparation for the animals so that they only can use the roof of their own shelter, but not go onto the roof of the main building, where we do have the staff buildings in there. So we are going to have some kind of a little bit of a fencing in here so that the animals can't jump onto the main roof here as well. Okay, so as we are going to do that, I'm going to give you some spoilers on the next episode already. But before that, just don't let me forget that this time. This is the time. This is the perfect time for you guys to hit the like button on this video already and to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any further episodes, and especially the next episode that I'm going to tell you something about right now. So, okay, I just started building on the next episode this morning. And I told you guys already that we are going to have a habitat for the sloth bear, for the Siberian tiger, and for the Saiga antelope. So I was thinking about something like a carnivore gallery or something like that. I already had some pictures in my mind what I wanted to achieve. So I was thinking about a round-shaped building where you have one habitat on the left side of the building, which is going to be for the sloth bears. You have one habitat on the right side, which is going to be for the Siberian tiger, and you're also going to have a habitat in the front of the building, smaller one. So I was thinking about something like an aviary style for smaller carnivore. And then I thought about the European lynx that we also do have in the game, which would make a perfect match in here and would be perfect for this aviary-like habitat in front of the building. So I was starting to build that and had already some visions in my mind, what I wanted to achieve, how I wanted it to achieve. And I also thought about something in the center of this round-shaped building. You're going to see it in the next episode, and then you are going to realize what I mean with that. I thought about having a new staff area in the center of the building that separates the habitat for the sloth bears from the habitat of the Siberian tiger. So it totally made sense to me. I haven't built that already, thank God I haven't, but yeah, that was something that I had in my mind. So I thought, yeah, this whole Garden of the Origins is so big, and our staff members have to walk so long ways to get to the habitats and to take care for the animals, and so we need to have another staff area in there. So as I started this video, or recording the voiceover for this video, which is the third attempt right now, which I'm going to do, I had just a moment as I was looking at this building here that I built for the Takin and the Siberian Ibex, the European Ibex. Oh my god. Yeah, and you guys might have figured it out already if you saw last episode as well. We do have a new staff area in here. We do have the new staff area in the building for the Takin and the Ibex. So I just completely forgot about that and thought I have to build a new for the Carnivore Gallery. Yes, sure, I could. It wouldn't be that bad, but it is not necessary because we can use the staff area that we do have in this building. We can hire new staff members and also include them into a new working zone, yeah, but using those staff buildings. I was a little bit shocked, to be honest, that I forgot about that, but yeah, it is what it is, and I realized it soon enough, so I didn't start building the new staff area yet. So everything is cool, and everything will be fine. I hope I don't forget about it, and yeah, let me have a look. In about 20 minutes or something, when I go back into the game and start building a new stuff area again. So yeah, pray for me. Okay, so the good news is I did not have to cut out anything of today's video because this one went pretty quick. But the thing that you are going to see, about 70% of this episode is going to be rock work. We're going to have lots and lots and lots of rocks here in this habitat for the Ibex, and I hope you guys will enjoy it because yeah, that is the main part of today's video. But we are going to have a very cool, as I think, habitat for the Ibex, and a very natural looking one as well, more so than the habitat of the Takins, as I told you already. But yeah, as there is not that much going on in today's video, I'm going to tell you what is coming next to my channel once Brooksburk Zoo is finished. I'm going to start a new series I think it will air in July. Because I told you guys that we are going to record new real-life zoo tours, and the main focus this year is going to be on zoos in the Netherlands. So I contacted many zoos in the Netherlands. Some of them already responded, and so we're definitely going to visit Burgers Zoo in Arnhem, which is a very, very, very cool zoo, and known all across the globe, I think, at least all around Europe, because it is yeah, a very, very cool one, a very uncommon one, I don't know if uncommon is the correct term, but yeah, I think you know what I mean. We're definitely going to visit Burger Zoo because they already responded. We're also going to visit the safari park Beekse Bergen, which you might know by the recreation of the park, but incredible recreation of the park that just Goron does, or did. No, he still does. He's still working on it, I think. And he's still updating it, and yeah, just have a look at it because it is amazing and unbelievable. Yeah, so we're going to visit that. We are also going to visit the zoo park Overloon, which I've never been to before, so I'm very excited about that. And one of my favorite zoos in the Netherlands is the Dierenpark Amersfoort. So we're going to visit that as well. And yeah, the Dierenpark responded to me very quickly and suggested if it would be possible for me to recreate the Dierenpark, or at least parts of it. And you guys know that I usually don't do recreations because I think I can't be that creative with that and can't bring in my own ideas, and it stresses me out when things don't work the way that I plan doing them. And when I have this this task of recreating something, it can be very, very stressful. But I thought, why not try it? And of course, challenge accepted. So I told them that I'm going to try that. I don't know if I'm going to recreate the whole zoo or just parts of it, but that is definitely something that's going to happen about July. Yeah, when I'm back from all the zoo tours, from the recordings, and have been in Amersfoort, so that we can actually start with recreating this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful zoo. And that is something that I'm definitely going to do here on this channel in English language, because I think, some of my viewers are people from the Netherlands, which I'm very happy about that, and they might enjoy this series more, I think, than the German audience, especially when some of them might know the Dierenpark and can give me some advice or help me out with something when I just don't know how to do something or can't remember anything. Yeah, that would be very cool, and that is something that's definitely going to happen. So we are not going to build on Brooksburk Zoo until July, so and there's not that much to do that we could fill that gap until July. So there's definitely going to be some smaller series in between. And I would be happy for you guys to suggest something in the comments to this episode. So what you would like to see for the English parts on my channel, what you want me to do. Should we build a smaller zoo focused on a DLC maybe, so a grassland zoo or an arid animal pack zoo or something like that, or yeah, whatever you guys want to see, just let me know in the comments and I will be happy to bring some of your ideas to life. So a smaller series until the summer, when we are going to start with the new big project and recreating the Dierenpark in Amersfoort, or at least parts of it. But as I know myself, I think I'm going for the whole thing, so yeah. Okay, so back into today's episode, and you can still see me putting down rocks and rocks and rocks and rocks. I don't know how many of them I used in here, but you can already see it looks kind of natural, and I also tried to make it kind of smart, putting these rocks down here so that we have higher parts in the habitat that the animals can actually use. So not just placing one rock on top of the other, but make it also usable for the animals. So I want them to be able to reach those higher parts of the area, because you know it is Alpine Ibex, so they are very, very good climbers. They live in the Alps in Germany, in Switzerland, and in Austria, for example. And yeah, as I said, they are very, very great climbers, and so I wanted to have a habitat in there where they could actually reach. Not the very top of the habitat, but at least some parts of it. Yeah, just closing the gaps in here with this fence that I stole from the wolves, and I think from the Takin as well. Do I have it for the Takins as well? No, I don't. So I just stole it from the wolves. Some of the trees in the background, and you can actually see how much of a difference the trees in the background make. So that is something that you always should think about when creating a habitat, and you have the feeling that it looks a little bit plain and boring. Just try it out and put some trees in the background. As I said, guys, it makes a huge difference. Yeah, and no matter which biome you are in, if you're in the jungle, if you are in the Alps, or wherever, in the savannah or in the desert, or yeah, just put some trees in the background and everything looks different. Closing the roof for the animals. Yeah, and here you can already see that the most time-consuming part of building a habitat for the animals usually is building a shelter for them. So that's the most time-consuming part, and the part of creating the actual habitat is pretty easy, I would say. At least for me, because that's what I always say, the favorite part for me of building a zoo. Yeah, and that also is because every habitat is looking different. If you're not just going for a plain habitat, which is totally flat, but use kind of some elevations in there and stuff like that, that makes a huge difference, and you'll never build the same habitat twice. So no matter what you do, it's always going to look different. And that's what I like about this game, because yeah, even if you build habitats for the same animals time and time again, it's always going to look different. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, some animal enrichment in here. I did the enrichment this time before I did the last parts of the rock work and also the planting in here. And I do think that I didn't put any trees in this habitat this time. I'm not very sure, we will see in the end of the video, but I think I didn't put any trees in here this time. It's just, just some smaller plants. So the usual ones, the Aristidia grass and the creosote bush, Gosh. Yeah, but no trees. Some dead trees for decoration, yeah, for sure. But no living ones. Yeah, I was thinking about placing this enrichment here in the habitat, but yeah, I didn't quite like the texture of it, so I decided, yeah, we're not going to do that, and I just used these, I just don't know the English word, these enrichment items with the scent where the animals go there, and placed it in some positions in the habitat on this elevated positions on the rocks, so that the animals would actually walk up there, even though they don't need to because there's no food or stuff on it. So just to have them roam around their habitat a little bit more. So a little bit of greenery here and there to cover up the rocks a little bit. And here in the dry mode as well. And then we are almost done. Yeah, as I said, some dead trees here and there for decoration. This one is going to be moved a little bit in the next episode because neither our Ibex were able to walk through the food enrichment, nor was it our keeper. So I had to move it a little bit further into the rocks so that the keeper could actually walk over there, and also the Ibex will go over there and can have food. Yeah, just some more dead trees, and then we are almost done. Just a little bit of flowers in here. And is it called evergreen in English? In German it is called immergrün, so like evergreen. Don't know if it is the correct word in English as well, but yeah, I think it gives a whole other vibe to the habitat and makes it look even more natural. Yeah, and here we are already in the real-time part. As I said, I didn't have to cut out anything. You saw everything that I did in here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. In the next one we are going to have some carnivores, as I told you. And yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, don't forget to tune in next week when we are going to build the next habitat, which is going to be, I think it's going to be for the Eurasian lynx. Not the sloth bear yet, but yeah, I think we're going to start with the lynx. So watch out for that and have a great week, guys. Bye!